Yeah, so we've seen a lot of new stock hit the market early in 2025, and we are expecting to see that continue. Anecdotally, me and Angie were talking to a lot of vendors throughout 2024 who said they were holding off their plans. They wanted to see some drops in interest rates, and they wanted to see the market kind of recover a bit. But obviously life is still going on, and those people have reasons to sell. So we believe that quite a few of them will hit the market in 2025, and we'll see those levels of stock just continue.
Properties are selling reasonably well so far this year. Obviously, it's still early days, so the graph is ping-ponging around a wee bit. I'd say on average, probably about 6 out of 10 properties are getting offers at their tender or deadline, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. And there's all sorts of reasons, obviously, for the ones that aren't getting offers that come in. There are also a number of properties that I've noticed are getting multiple offers. And in fact, in the meeting this morning, we were talking about one of the listings that had 8 offers come in at tender. So that's a promising sign.
Yeah, so throughout 2024, we saw about an average of 5 groups through each open home. And in the start of 2025, even with the increase in new stock, we saw an average in January of about 7 groups through each open home. And that did drop to 5 groups last week, but that's just due to people being away for Waitangi Day. So we have seen that demand from buyers keep up with the new supply in stock.
And all I'd say to that is that a lot of the people we're meeting at the moment are new buyers to the market, and we know that because when we register someone at the front door, if they've come through a Low & Co open home before, all their details are already in there. We've found that quite a few people through our open homes so far this year are not in our system, and so that's a good indication that they're new to the market. Those people are probably going to take a little bit of time before they're ready to offer. They've got lots of research to do, lots of open homes to go to, probably some offers on properties, highly conditional, that you don't get accepted. So my prediction is that those people are going to be buying in Q3 and Q4, and if there is any capital growth this year, it's likely to come then.
Yeah, it feels like we've been having a lot more conversations around kind of the lines of I'm out looking but not really in a position to be offering, whereas in 2024 we weren't seeing as much of that kind of new buyer activity.
The current median days to sell in Wellington is 38. However, it is important to note that Low & Co's median days to sell is 23. So it doesn't have to take 38 days to sell. There are all sorts of reasons for that, and often the strategy that is used and the kind of price guide put out to the marketplace is really important. They shouldn't have any impact because RVs have got nothing to do with market value and they are just what our rates are based on. However, they are a data point that both buyers and sellers do use. So the impact, I think, for the next month is going to be one of recalibrating, both for buyers and sellers, as we get our head around our RVs coming back by on average about 24-25%. Buyers have been accustomed to the last 3 years buying below rateable value and by some significant amount, so like 25% below. And so now they're going to have to get used to either buying in and around RV, possibly even above RV. So it's going to be a bit of a mental shift for buyers in particular. For a lot of sellers that I've spoken to, they've felt a little bit discouraged by receiving their new RVs because it's almost like the council came along and lopped a couple of $100,000 off the value of their home, but that's clearly not the case. The market will determine the value, not the rateable value. So I think once we've kind of got through the initial dust settling, then it will just be business as usual.